Welcome back to Stroup Mansion. So restarting the channel, I was thinking about things that would make me want to make more videos. And that, of course, would be having a wider range of things to make videos about. I don't want to feel boxed into just house content because, I love the house, obviously, and it's basically my whole life. But the other maybe like 25% of my life is split between gardening and thrifting. So I'm making thrift videos. I want to show you the fun things that I find that that I think will be really cool in this house. So maybe it ties into old house stuff in that way. I mean, obviously it does because I have to fill the house some way and I don't want to fill it with new things. I want to fill it with old things that have personality and are fun and are interesting and have a story. And I also think it's a lot more satisfying to kind of like find pieces over time instead of like getting a whole bunch of new stuff at once. So this week I actually went thrifting and I found a few things that made me want to start this series like right away. So let's get started. So I don't know what it is, but I have decided that I'm really, really into cherubs and like weird little babies. I guess just cherubs. Let's not call them weird little babies. I was very excited to find this guy. He's just a little candle holder. Love him for $2. I cannot be bothered to go and like flip a little switch every night when I want to turn it on. But if I could have it like on my phone and do it with my other lights, that would be so cool. So if you have any little light recommendations that you can switch on with your phone, drop those below because I want to know about them because I gotta get a little light in this guy. If you ever like go to the thrift store and you like see some things, and even if they're not your taste or anything, but you can just like look at them and know that they were donated by the same person just by like the vibe. Well, I'm feeling this way about all of my finds for this week, except for one thing. So on my cherub theme, I bought this lamp base, which I'm obsessed with because I have been on the hunt for like a cherub lamp. And obviously we don't have like a lighting component thing here, and then I'll need like a really fancy shade. So basically it's just a base. But if you follow along on Instagram, you will know that I just rewired a chandelier that I found in the basement. So I'm feeling real good about my rewiring game. And I know that just like rewiring a lamp is basically the most simple thing ever. So that is something that I just thought like, oh my gosh, a little crystal just fell off. Okay. It just keeps breaking. Okay, well, clearly we have some maintenance to do. I was already missing one over here, which I think even might be in my car because I looked at it before I left the thrift store and I thought, oh, look, it has all of them. Either way, we have maintenance to do. Good winter project. The room that I want to put this in is not done yet. You don't even know about this room yet. Makes it sound really mysterious. It's not like we're building a new room or something. Upstairs we have 5 bedrooms. And one of them is still basically in the shape that we bought it in, other than the fact that I removed the drop ceiling, which was just, I hate drop ceilings. But I want to turn it into our library. So I know that you're looking right here at all of my books and the fact that I already have a library, but I don't. I want a library that is dark and moody and cozy and just has really obnoxious pieces of furniture in it, including cherub lamp. So winter project, or maybe not even winter, maybe just when the library's done project. This is probably the least exciting thing from my little thrift haul. Just a shelf. It's gonna go in our half bath, which I am renovating at the moment. And everything else in there that I'm painting is gold. So when I saw this gold shelf, I thought, perfect. So like toiletries, stuff. Wait, that's the one thing that I think did not come from the same person. I mean, it could have, but like these other things, I just feel like they all went together. This is like my favorite find in a super, super long time. This was one of the things that I was like, I just have to make a video because I just want to talk about how cool this is. So, first of all, those things came together, but they were priced, they were like sitting together, but priced separately. But then when I checked out, she only rang up one of the price tags. So I paid $4.99 for this. And it's this swan base that has like little candle holders. And it's quite heavy. It's solid. And then on top of it sits this thing. So I just had a feeling that it was for flowers. And Based on this little arrangement, I would say that it is absolutely made for flowers. I think it's the coolest thing. I can't wait to get little candles. I don't have any of those, but I think it's gonna look so cool and moody. I'm picturing it in our dining room because our dining room is so fancy. So awesome little centerpiece. Don't judge my arrangement too harshly because I was just experimenting to see if that's even what it was or if that would work. I'm obsessed. Also, I grew all of these things and I'm very proud. So if you think this is cool looking, I found a bunch of them on Etsy when I was like researching it. So I'll leave a link to that below. They did not have the like glass part, but I'm sure that you could modify it or even do something totally different. But I don't know, I think the flowers are just where it's at. The last thing I want to show you is the biggest thing, the heaviest thing, and the best deal. So, boy, I got this mirror, which I just think is the absolute bee's knees. It is so old. What's funny about it is that I walked into a Goodwill and I saw like a record cabinet that was really cute, and I thought like, oh, that would be like a really nice piece to refinish and put somewhere in the house. We have lots of room for furniture and I'm always looking for new pieces. So I walk over to this cabinet and I look, and it was $199.99. $200, which is bonkers. I audibly scoffed, which then I was like, oh, you look like a jerk. But it was just so expensive that it took me by surprise. So when I saw this mirror like peeking out behind some framed pictures, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to afford that. $6.99. I felt like I was stealing. Like when I was like carrying it around the store, I just like thought that somebody was gonna grab it from me. I don't know if anybody else ever feels that way at the thrift store, but like if I find something good, like don't even look at it. So yeah, and when I got to the counter, I thought they were gonna be like, oh, it's actually $7 bazillion. Nope. Okay, it was $6.99. Awesome. I actually don't know where this goes either, but I just feel like it was one of those things where it was too good of a deal to pass up. It's old as heck. It was cheap. It's beautiful. Like, I'll find a spot for it eventually. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it'll get hung somewhere in the house and I think it'll be perfect. So don't you think that maybe the swan and the cherub babies and the mirror came from the same person? I just feel like it's like a similar vibe. They're just all old and heavy and like not cheap crap. So I guess that makes me assume they're all from the same person. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that this is something that interests you. Obviously, a lot of the videos will be old house related, but this is something that's related in a sense. I have to fill the house somehow, and I want to fill it with fun pieces. So until next time.